Gilani collection, written by Hazrat Abdul Qadir Gilani. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O my child, do not dare to associate partners with Allah in knowing your ego and your natural dispositions and in taking measures regarding them. Beware of Allah concerning yourself and others. One of the Sufis said, "Obey Allah regarding people. Do not obey people regarding Allah. What is broken is broken. What is repaired is repaired." Learn to be content with Allah from His righteous servants. Knowledge was created not to be memorized and presented to people, but to be practiced. Learn. Question what you have learned. Then teach it to others. If you act upon it after learning, your knowledge will speak for you. Even if you are silent, you will say more with your actions than with words of knowledge. For this reason, one of the Sufis said that advice from someone whose glance does not benefit you will be of no benefit. If a person practices with their knowledge, both they and others benefit from it, because Allah makes me say whatever He wishes according to the amount of peace within me. Otherwise, there would be enmity between you and me. My life and possessions are at your disposal. I have nothing. If I had anything, I would not withhold it from you. I want nothing but your well-being. I advise you not for myself, but for the sake of Allah. Accept fate. Otherwise, fate will bring you down. Walk with destiny according to its wishes. Otherwise, it will choke you. Kneel before it until it pities you and takes you under its care. The work of the Sufis begins with earning. They take from the world as much as they need through the hand of religion. When their bodies fall short of earning and the time for reliance arrives, their hearts are sealed and their limbs are bound. Then their fortunes in the world come abundantly and plentifully without weariness. Each of those brought close to Allah will be adorned with the blessings of paradise in the hereafter without their own desire, and he is content with what Allah has provided him with, just as he was content with his Lord while receiving his share in this world. Allah gives them their full share in the world and in the hereafter, because He does not do injustice to His servants. O my child, you receive according to your aspiration. Distance yourself from others besides Allah in your heart, so that you can draw nearer to Allah. Die to yourself and to people, so that the barriers between you and your Lord are removed. Abandon following your ego, desires, nature, and habits. Stop relying on people and causes. Cut your hopes from them. Stop associating them with Allah. Stop wanting anything apart from Allah Himself. Perform all your deeds, not for enjoying blessings, but for the sake of Allah. Be content with Allah's plan, decree, and disposition. When you do this, you'll have died to yourself and been reborn. Your heart will calm and find peace. Allah will guide it as He wills. The heart enters the realm of closeness to Allah, clings to its veils, remembers Allah, and forgets everything else. The key to paradise is, there is no God but Allah. Muhammad is His messenger, saying the word of monotheism, renouncing oneself and others forever, and preserving the boundaries of the religion. Closeness to Allah is the paradise of the Sufis, while distance is hell. They only desire this paradise and only fear this hell. What resentment does hell hold against them for them to fear it? Hell fears and flees from a believer. It loves Allah. How could it flee from those with sincerity? How beautiful is the state of a true believer, both in this world and the hereafter. Once someone knows that their Lord is pleased with them, They do not care about any situation they are in. Wherever they end up, they find their destiny there and are pleased with it. Wherever they turn, they see with Allah's light. There is never any darkness beside them. All signs point to it. All trust and reliance are on it. Beware of the trouble a believer may cause you, because his torment is a poison to the body of the person it afflicts. It causes poverty and punishment for him. O one who does not know Allah and His special servants, do not taste the bitterness of their absence, for it is a deadly poison. Be extremely cautious about doing any harm to them, because Allah envies them and protects them. O hypocrite, the suspicion of hypocrisy has clung to your heart, engulfing you inside and outside. In all situations, act knowing that Allah is one and be sincere. If you do so, your doubts will disappear and you will find healing. How much you are breaching the limits of religion, tearing the garments of piety, staining your garments of Tawheed, extinguishing the light of your faith, and in all your actions, becoming disgraceful in the eyes of your Lord. If one of you stands up to perform a worship, they mix it with the desire to admire their own deed and to receive praise from people. If any of you want to worship Allah, separate from people, because the sight of people nullifies the deeds. The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, seek solitude, because solitude is a form of worship. It was the habit of the righteous servants before you. He said, believe in Allah, then strengthen this belief, then disappear, and then exist with Allah. Protect the boundaries of religion, neither with yourself nor with others. Obtain the approval of Prophet Muhammad. Be pleased with the decrees of the recited and heard Quran. The words of anyone who says anything besides this have no value. What is written in the mushafs and on the tablets is the word of Allah. One end is in His hand, and the other end is in our hand. Cling to Allah, turn to Him, cut off all ties, and do not part from Him. For Allah suffices for both the troubles of the world and the hereafter. It protects you while you're alive and after you die. It defends you in all situations. Look to embroider black onto white. You serve it so it can make your task easier. Hold your heart's hand and make it stand before your Lord. Acting with it feathers the wings of your heart, allowing it to fly to your Lord. O wool wearer, first dress that wool on your back, then on your heart, then on your soul, and finally on your body. Asceticism begins here, not from the outside to the inside. When this phase is pure, it moves to the heart, the soul, and other organs, to clothing and food. It starts to be seen in all your states. First, the inside of the house is arranged. Once that is completed, focus moves to the door. Without an interior, there is no exterior. Without a creator, there is no creation. Without a door, there is no house. There is no lock on a ruin. O world without an afterlife. O creation without a creator. None of your actions will benefit you on the day of judgment. Instead, they will harm you. The goods you have with you will not find a buyer. The goods with you are ostentation, hypocrisy, and sins. These are money that does not pass in the marketplace of the hereafter. First, strengthen your Islam, then start to take. The word Islam is derived from the root meaning, to surrender from the heart. If you surrender to the command of Allah, you will also surrender your ego to Him, trust in Him, and forget your own power and strength. You spend your worldly possessions in obedience to Him. You worship and then forget these acts of worship, surrendering them to Allah. All your deeds are empty shells. All deeds done without sincerity are empty husks. They are like a log lying on the ground, a lifeless corpse, a meaningless form. This is the deed of hypocrites, of the two-faced. O my child, All creatures are merely tools. God is the master and user of those tools. Whoever understands this frees themselves from being tied to justice and sees the one who uses it. Being tied to people leads to the wrath of Allah. It brings burden and hardship. Being tied to Allah and knowing everything comes from Him is a joy, beauty, and blessing. You have strayed from the path walked by those who have passed, the ancestors. There is no relationship left between you and them. You have not acquired a master to guide you with the intention of your own opinion. Oh, misguided one. Oh, toy of humans and jinn. Oh, slave to your own desires and nature. Woe to you. You swallowed your tongue. Seek help from Allah. Return to your Lord with the feet of regret and apology, so that He may save you from your enemies, take you from the depths of the sea of death. Consider the end of the things you are in, and find easy to leave. You are resting under the tree of heedlessness. You have seen the sunlight and recognized the path. Step out of its shadow. The tree of heedlessness grows with the water of ignorance. The tree of awareness and knowledge grows with the water of thought and contemplation. The tree of repentance grows with the water of regret. The tree of love grows with the water of acceptance. O my child, from your childhood and youth until now, you had some excuses, but now you have reached or even surpassed 40, yet you are still playing with what little children play with. Avoid being among the ignorant and being alone with women and children. Be with the elderly who possess piety. Stay away from ignorant youth. Be on the side of the Sufis. If one of them comes to you, be like a doctor to them. Be like a father who treats his child with compassion. Increase your obedience to Allah, because obeying Him means remembering Him. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, says that even if someone performs fewer prayers, less fasting, and reads less Quran, if they obey Allah, they are remembering Him. On the other hand, if someone disobeys Allah, even if they perform many prayers, fast frequently, and read a lot of Quran, it means they have forgotten Him. A believer obeys their Lord. They show contentment with Him in their desired pleasures, speech, eating, dressing, in all their affairs. They always remain with Him. The hypocrite, however, does not care about this at all. O child, reflect on the work you do and confront yourself about the qualities you lack. You are neither honest nor a friend, neither loving nor accommodating. Neither are you content, nor are you understanding. You claim to know Allah. Can you tell me, what is the sign of knowing Him? What kinds of wisdom and lights do you see in your heart? What is the sign of Allah's devoted servants, the Abdal, and the prophets? You think that when someone makes a claim, it will be immediately accepted and no evidence will be required. Its value won't be measured with a touchstone. One of the characteristics of those who know Allah is enduring hardship and accepting Allah's decree and destiny regarding oneself, family, and others in all situations. O my child, the love of Allah and the love for someone else cannot exist together in one heart. Allah, may His glory be exalted, says, Allah has not created for any person two hearts in their chest. The world and the hereafter do not coexist. The Creator and the created do not coexist. Abandon mortal things so that you may gain the one who does not perish. Dedicate your life and wealth in the way of Allah to attain paradise. Allah, the Glorious, says that Allah has purchased the lives and properties of people in exchange for paradise. Then cast away from your heart everything other than Allah, so that you may attain closeness to Allah. Be with Him in this world and the hereafter.